Hi there everyone, this is Sarah from Nohooksgiven, and today I'm going to show you how to do the slit stitch. This is a really pretty stitch and it's super simple to make. It looks difficult, but it really isn't. And today I'm going to be using a worsted weight 4 yarn and a size 5.5 millimeter hook. So I'll put my swatch over here and I will show you and tell you how you can make this your own and make something really cool out of it. So we're going to start with a slip stitch, and this is a pretty easy pattern. It follows a 3 plus 1, and then you want to do plus 2 for your foundation row, but this is a 3 plus 1 pattern. So I'm going to start by chaining 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then I'm going to chain one more, and then I'm going to chain 2 for my foundation row. And now I'm going to double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're going to double crochet across. And this will be, it could be your right side row, it could be your wrong side row. Personally, whatever row that you would like this to be. Yarn's getting all tangled. Okay, and again, this is a 3 plus 1 plus 2 for your foundation row. So you can easily modify this if you want to do this, make it longer. You don't have to chain what I am. If you want to, just so you can learn the stitch, that would be well recommended. Okay, and then when we get to our last stitch, we're going to chain 1. A little knot. Please go away. We're going to chain 1, and that's actually going to count as our first single crochet. And then in the same stitch, we are going to make 2 double crochets. So we got 1 and then 2. And now we're going to skip 2 stitches. We have 1, 2. And then in the next stitch, we are going to do a single crochet and 2 double crochets into the same stitch. And we're going to follow that pattern until the end of row. So skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and in the next, a single crochet and 2 doubles. All right, and let's do that one more time. Single crochet and 2 doubles, all in the same stitch. And then in our last stitch, we're going to skip 2, 1, 2. In our last stitch, the top of that chain 3 that we had, you're going to single crochet. And now we're going to turn, and we're going to chain up 3. That's going to count as a stitch. It's going to be a double crochet. In our next stitch, we will also do a double crochet and across the row. So double crochet all across the row in every single stitch. So you're counting that those 2 doubles and that single crochet at each as a stitch. We will not be increasing, we will not be decreasing, we will be creating texture within each and every stitch. And then when we get to the end, don't stop at the double crochet. You will want to double crochet into that slip stitch that we first did at the beginning of the row. That counted as a single crochet, remember? And you don't want to miss it, because then you would be short one stitch and then your pattern won't be the same. So we're going to single crochet, and then we are going to place 2 doubles in that same stitch. So 1 and 2. And then we're going to skip 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and then single crochet and 2 double crochets all in the same stitch. And then we're going to skip 2 and we're going to do a single crochet and then 2 double crochets all in the same stitch. And repeat that until the end of row, and then I will show you what we're going to do on the next row. But if you've already kind of started to see the pattern, you've already guessed it, we are going to double crochet on every stitch across. So chain 3, and then in each stitch you're going to be placing a double crochet. And that is how you do the slit stitch. Yeah, wasn't that bad? And it's really fun. You create this awesome texture with just some simple stitches, and I think that's one of the beauties of crochet, is you can really create this vast amount of texture. And then remember to not forget the slip stitch. You also want to make sure when you're doing that, like the next row, when you're chaining 1 and then double crochet, to not pull on that slip stitch. You still want it to be there. So just be careful when you do that. If you slip tightly, try not to slip too tightly at the beginning of the row. Alright, thank you guys for joining me today, and happy crocheting, and make sure you make, create, and share. Okay, see you next week. Thank you.